What would you do if you were trapped and the whole world was watching you on TV? Powerless to do anything. This isn't a movie. This really happened, and it's harrowing. It's about a girl who became the face of a tragedy that no one could stop. Her name was Omayra Sánchez. She was 13 years old. She was a normal, cheerful girl, a good student. She lived with her family in Armero, a quiet town in Colombia known as the White City. But everything changed in a single night. On November 13, 1985, the Nevado del Ruiz volcano erupted. And it wasn't just lava. It melted glaciers and unleashed a massive river of mud, rocks, and debris that swept away everything in its path. Literally, the town disappeared in minutes. Omayra was trapped among the ruins of her home. When the rescuers found her, they realized something horrifying. Her legs were trapped between concrete, and next to her, the lifeless body of her own aunt. And that's when something began that the whole world would never forget. For almost 3 days, the girl was trapped, submerged in dirty water up to her neck, enduring cold, pain, everything. And the most striking thing is that she wasn't screaming or desperate as one might expect. On the contrary, she told the rescuers to rest so they wouldn't tire themselves out helping her. She sang. She spoke to reporters as if nothing was wrong. Imagine that. They tried everything to get her out, but they needed a special pump that never arrived. And if they tried to pull her out, they could kill her in the attempt. By the third night, everything worsened. Her eyes darkened, her face swelled, she began to hallucinate. And in a moment that stays with you, she turned to the camera and said, "Goodbye, Mom, I love you very much." That's when everyone understood what no one wanted to accept. They weren't going to be able to get her out. Not because they didn't want to, but because there was no way. And they had to make the hardest decision, to stay with her until the end. Omayra passed away after almost 60 hours of agony, and the whole world saw it on national television. Her story went around the world and became a symbol, not only of the disaster, but of how sometimes the lack of resources and bureaucracy arrive too late. Stories like this remind you that reality can be much harsher than any movie. If you didn't know this story, comment Armero and share it so that Omayra's name is never forgotten.